guys doing? I hope you're doing all okay. I know it's been some time that I've even made a video at this very moment, almost like 3 months, but I appreciate everybody who's here, everybody who's liked, subscribed, and supported the page. I love when people comment as well, so thank you so much just for everything, right? And once again, thank you for the 35 subscribers. I really, really appreciate it. But anyway, I just want to get into the video. So today I am going to be doing something kind of silly and just for fun. Also, I've just been wanting to post something, and I haven't been playing as much Pokemon Go as I have before, so that's why the videos kind of stopped for a moment, because I just didn't have content for that. And I know maybe some of you subscribed for Pokemon Go ASMR, so I do apologize. I might be going into other avenues, but that's not to say that I will not be doing any other Pokemon Go ASMR videos. But for today, as you guys see right here, we're going to be doing a tier list of fast food places. I know it's kind of silly, but I thought it was going to be fun, or, I think it's going to be fun. So, as you guys see, we have about like 20 something fast food places here, and I'm just gonna go through the list. So it's top tier, worthy of my money, craveable, if it's available, I'd rather starve. So let's get into it, right? Okay, so first on the list is In-N-Out. Now, In-N-Out is a place I've only had like once, I think, maybe twice, but more than likely just once. I will eat this place if it's available. I can't say too much out of that because, again, I haven't had it as much. So that's gonna go there. Next is Wendy's. Now, Wendy's, I feel like back in the day was worth my money, but nowadays, because everything's just getting so expensive, Wendy's is no exception, and it's okay. It's not terrible, but it's craveable, to be honest. Every now and then, sometimes their chicken nuggets are pretty good. Yeah, Carl's Jr. Now, Carl's Jr., I know that it's kind of like in relation with Hardee's, and I know that it's more like of a West Coast thing. I will say that if it's available, I'll give it another shot. I haven't had it in probably decades, but that's where it is, and I'm gonna put it right behind In-N-Out. Now here's where I might lose a lot of people, because for some reason Raising Cane's gets a lot of hate. Kind of understand it because it's very, very basic, but I feel like that's what makes it really good, is that it's very, very basic. In my opinion, it's still worth the money. Again, this is all fast food at the end of the day, so it's all not really that great for you, and it's probably all not as delicious as just like going to a well-rated restaurant. So fight me in the comments. I'm kidding. Next one. This is the first top tier, and it's gonna be Taco Bell. Taco Bell is so easy to eat. People who always say that they get the runs or they get like diarrhea or whatever it is from Taco Bell, I've never experienced that. People are weird, I think. People just like to find a weird way to just say that a little packet of like mild hot sauce or whatever it is will give them the runs. I'm like, you need to like strengthen your gut or something, because it's like it's not that terrible for you, at least in my opinion. But again, you could fight me in the comments about that. Next one. This is I'd rather starve. And it's gonna be KFC. KFC's going down there. Back in the day when KFC had wedges and it had popcorn chicken, it was elite. I would definitely say it was worth my money, but outside of that, the chicken is pretty greasy and it's just kind of basic, so I don't really like it as much. Okay, next one is going to be Del Taco. Now, Del Taco I've only had twice, and I would say if it's available, I will try it again, and I will actually try it over Carl's Jr. I just want to make sure that I get a good comparison from Del Taco to Taco Bell to see what like the actual difference is. Okay, next one. This one is probably gonna piss off a lot of people, but it's my list. So next one is Chick-fil-A. Now Chick-fil-A is, in my opinion, extremely overrated. But you guys are lucky because it's still craveable, and it's even slightly craveable than, more craveable than Wendy's, in my opinion. The chicken tastes pretty good, but not as good as some people make it seem. Like they make it seem like if it's like the best fast food out there, it's really not. Okay, next one is Pizza Hut. And Pizza Hut I have a weird relation with because my mom loves Pizza Hut and she always gets it. And I think it's okay. If it's available, I think I'll eat it. It's very expensive as well, in my opinion. And I'm just putting it above In-N-Out, mainly because I feel like at this moment, because I just haven't had In-N-Out as much, I can't say that I would eat In-N-Out over Pizza Hut at the moment. Now Burger King. Burger King would be top tier if I ate it more often, which is kind of weird because that's probably one of the places that I eat more often, and it's mainly because like if you go in the app, it'll give you like free fries or something like that. And I actually just had it like the other day, so I will say Burger King is definitely worth your money. And I will put it over Cane's just because I've had it more often. Okay, next one is Domino's. Now Domino's, I used to eat a lot back when I was in high school with my friends. For some reason, we every like Friday or so we would always just hang out and get like 3 like Domino's pizzas, like mediums or something like that. They had a deal back in the day, and it was delicious. Would I say that it's like worth my money? I want to say yes, but because I don't have it as often anymore, I feel like it's more so just craveable than anything. So it's gonna go above Chick-fil-A because I'd rather have Domino's over Chick-fil-A. My tripod was kind of acting out, so let's get back into it. Okay, so Little Caesars, in my opinion, is the top tier pizza place of all the pizza chains. Not only is it cheap, but at least my Little Caesars that I have here by my house is delicious. I don't care what anybody says. I know a lot of people for some reason have beef with Little Caesars, but it's top tier. Okay, Sonic's. I will say that Sonic's is good. I don't crave it because I had it at one point. I had it often, and it was slightly craveable, but it was more so like something that I ate because it was pretty close by. So if it's available, I will get it. And again, I'm gonna put it just over In-N-Out because I haven't had In-N-Out as much. Okay, Papa John's. Papa John's will go in the craveable section, mainly because I think that it's slightly like better pizza than Pizza Hut, but I wouldn't call it worth my money because I feel like I remember it being a little bit more expensive than Domino's or Little Caesars. And Domino's and Little Caesars is probably just like the better bang for your buck. So that's my reasoning. Okay, I might lose some people here again because I think Arby's is pretty solid. While I don't think it's top tier or even worth my money because it is kind of pricey, I will give it craveable and I will put it on top of Chick-fil-A because if I'm going, because if I'm going for chicken, I'm typically going to be going to Raising Cane's or some other place over Chick-fil-A in my opinion. Again, that's how basic I think Chick-fil-A is. I still think it's good, but it's not as good as other places. Okay, so I'm sorry if you like Jimmy John's because I'd rather starve than get Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's is so dry and like not good at all. waste of money if you're gonna go get Jimmy John's. You might as well just get ingredients from a store and make the sandwich yourself, because there's no reason for you to get such a bland tasting sandwich for however much they cost. Just make the sandwich at home. Alright, Chipotle. Okay, now I know Chipotle is pretty expensive, and it's definitely, I would say, look, I eat a lot, but I feel like for the average person, it definitely is worth their money. And even though it's basically just like rice, bean, and meat, which is something you can make yourself at home, I honestly, I'm gonna take my bias here just out for a second, and I will say that it's worth my money, because in a good day, you can honestly make the bowl like 2 meals out of it, right? So I'll give it worth my money. Okay, so probably the next and the last top tier in this list. Sorry to spoil the rest of the list, but it's going to be Popeyes, and Popeyes will be going at the very front. Sorry, the very front. There we go. I love Popeyes. I have Popeyes so many times, like almost every other week or so, and it's always delicious. The chicken is good. The biscuits are great. The mac and cheese is good. The chicken sandwich is amazing. So Popeyes, the best fast food chicken place in my opinion. But there's some that the other ones that I still haven't had, and there's actually one that I might think that could overtake it, but I haven't had it that often. But the couple of times that I did, it was delicious, which was PDQ. If you know PDQ, man, that place is so good. So greasy, but it's so good. Anyway, let's get back into topic. Okay, Jack in the Box. I will say that Jack in the Box is going to go at, I will say craveable, and I would say at the very top, because I don't have a Jack in the Box near me, but every single time that I've gone either to like the West Coast or wherever it's available, I think the closest one to me is like in Indianapolis. I always want to go because I always get the mini tacos, or I get like the tenders, or just get something from there. I know that's probably one of the grossest ones that a lot of people might see as, but I like it a lot. Okay, so next up is another sandwich place, which is Jersey Mike's. Now, I've only had Jersey Mike's maybe like 3 to 4 times in my life. It was always good, but never like I was like, oh, I'm craving it or whatever. So it's gonna go down if it's available, and I will put it just slightly under Sonic's, only because I think Sonic's just has like more stuff that I will crave over a Jersey Mike's sandwich. Okay, next one, and the last one that's going to go on I Rather Starve is going to be Five Guys, and it will go at the top. At the top, there we go. Five Guys is just so expensive and so greasy. Like, it's probably, in my opinion, like the greasiest one out of all of these, and that's saying a lot. Like, probably the only one that's probably slightly greasier might be KFC, but it's just not that great. Like, again, it's very expensive, and the burgers are good, or no, I would say they're like very okay at best. I wouldn't want to get them. I'd rather just go to a restaurant and spend my money for a good burger somewhere else. Yeah, I don't like Five Guys. Okay, last one is McDonald's. And it's funny that this is the last one because McDonald's back in the day I feel like used to be top tier. It used to have great prices because it had the value menu, and it just had a lot to choose from, right? And maybe like 3 to 4, no, probably like 5 years ago, I would say like, oh, it's like worth my money, because probably even more, probably like 7 years ago, I would say like, oh yeah, it's worth my money, because even though they took away like the value menu, it still had like a lot of like decent options. And now it's going to craveable because McDonald's is just like something that I don't have anymore, and I feel like the less and less you have it, the better it tastes later, if that makes sense. And if there's like one thing that I will always say is that McDonald's, for some reason, tastes so much better in an airport. I don't know if it's because I'm excited to like get like go on vacation, and that's why it has always become tradition to have like McDonald's or Burger King in the morning. And I will say that every now and then I'm always craving like a McGriddle or like a coffee, because they have like probably the some of the best coffee out of like all the fast food places. Okay, well, that's my list. And that, I don't know what that tells you about me as a person that loves Popeyes, Taco Bell, and Little Caesars, and hates Five Guys, KFC, and Jimmy John's. But I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. How you guys would like change this list up. I would love to see what people love, what people don't like. So yeah, that's it. Bye guys.